Welcome to MEELEVATE podcast, and I am your host, NELL. Today's topic and discussion is self-control. We will be discussing self-control, what it takes to have self-control, and exactly what is self-control. Self-control is something that we all can learn from, and I feel like we all can benefit from. It's controlling ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually on a level when we are in control of our emotions, we are in control of our feelings, we are in control of our actions and what we do and how we resolve anything that we are going through that takes self-control.
Coming up next.
Now it is time for healthy facts, the healthy facts of stress. Hey Google, what is the benefit of stress release?
On the website craighospital.org, they say, effectively managing stress often leads to improved health. Stress management programs are drug-free. Most importantly, stress management programs put you in charge and give you a sense of control, which leads to enhanced self-esteem, less likelihood of depression, and an overall improvement in quality of life. People also sometimes ask me, what is good for releasing stress? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website mayoclinic.org, they say, get active. Virtually any form of physical activity can act as a stress reliever. Even if you're not an athlete or you're out of shape, exercise can still be a good stress reliever. Physical activity can pump up your feel-good endorphins and other natural neurochemicals that enhance your sense of well-being.
To introduce you to health recipes. Health recipes can be very valuable as a meal. It can be valuable for your body, mind, spirit, and soul. Health recipes can also be good for exercise, meditation, yoga, and more. Welcome to MEELEVATE podcast, and I am your host, NELL. Today's topic and discussion is self-control. We will be discussing self-control, what it takes to have self-control, and exactly what is self-control. Self-control is something that we all can learn from, and I feel like we all can benefit from. It's controlling ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually on a level when we are in control of our emotions, we are in control of our feelings, we are in control of our actions and what we do and how we resolve anything that we are going through that takes self-control. Self-control. Self-control is something that even to this day that I still try to work on and strive to be better. Self-control is something that I feel like we all can work on as individuals. Self-control is something that if we can master or learn to master at a young age, as in, for example, my kids are 5, 7, and 11. Imagine if they can learn self-control and learn how to master self-control at a young age, the amount of elevation that they can be, the amount of a better version of themselves that they can be. Self-control is something that still to this day I have trouble with, because it's all about controlling yourself emotionally, spiritually, and physically. It's a learning process. I had to learn so many different ways, and even through my failures, even through my gains, even through my wins, even through my losses, I have learned self-control. And every day I feel like self-control is another big part of patience, of having patience with different things in your life to be able to have self-control. Self-control is something that can help us in our relationships, our job force, our kids, our friendships. Self-control for me, I feel like, is like having superpowers, because if you can master your emotions and master how you control your emotions, you will be unstoppable. Nothing can faze you, not an obstacle, not a person, place, or thing. And I think a lot of the times with self-control is something that we can eliminate a lot of things, because if we follow our intuition is already teaching us and telling us about self-control. Sometimes I feel like we ignore the signs of self-control. This is a topic that I would love to talk about with different people, different guests, different even co-hosts. Self-control is something that I feel like we all can evolve from by even listening to others, how they maintain and master their self-control and how they failed on their self-control. Self-control is something that we can work on every day. Every day you can work on self-control. Self-control is something that's going to benefit you for the rest of your life. So if you don't know about self-control, it's something to do a great study on. Investigate yourself when it comes to self-control. What makes you mad? What makes you sad? What makes you depressed? What makes you angry? What makes you full of rage? What makes you happy? What makes you excited? What makes you full of joy? What makes you feel loved? What don't make you feel loved? These are all a part of healing yourself in the process of learning how to master yourself, which is self-control. And everything that I talk about, I have not mastered everything. I am learning to master everything, but I learned by telling my story and saying the stuff that I am going through or may go through can help myself as I rewatch the video or help others when we put this out on different platforms all across the world. Me Elevate Podcast is a way to grow, elevate yourself, and see yourself at the highest potential that you want to see yourself. And not only see yourself, but make it become a reality. Things that you can use to help you with self-control. Listening to music, writing, addressing your feelings right then and there, expressing yourself, releasing the truth from your throat so your throat chakra will work properly, meditating, exercising, communicating better, holding yourself accountable, and not always blaming others for the stuff that you may have caused yourself. Obstacles. How do you handle your obstacles in the time manner of what are you going through? How do you develop how to overcome that? How do you react to it? These are all part of self-control. Self-control is something, and it's a necessary need in life. By losing yourself, is that another way to learn yourself? By losing yourself, by letting other people have a control over you by words or their actions, is that another way to say that self-control is taking advantage of you, or you are letting self-control take advantage of you and have a hold on your life? Self-control, is it something that's holding you back? What's holding you back? Can you manage your emotions? Can you master your feelings, your thoughts? Can you master everything and make it turn into one? Can you become one with self? Yes, that's the answer. It takes time, patience, understanding, and truth. You have to be truth with yourself. You have to be truth with others. You have to release your truth, or your throat chakra does not work properly. You don't feel right in your soul. Your intuition feel bashed in because you are not releasing everything that you need to release. Self-control over any situation, emotions, physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's a battle, but it's something that we all can overcome. It's something that you can beat no matter what goes on in your life. And imagine this. Imagine your kids. Matter of fact, imagine my kids. How do my kids see me managing my self-control? How do my kids see me controlling my emotions of what I'm going through? Do I show my kids the frustration so they can learn that frustration? Do I show my kids I don't have discipline for myself as an adult so they don't have discipline as kids? Is it a result of how they're acting on how they're preceding me? Because they follow the leader. You are the leader. They want to be like you. So what are you doing that are bad habits that you are installing in your kids, installing in your partner, installing in your job, and installing in yourself? What are you accepting that you should not accept for yourself? Is what you're doing right now elevating you to the highest potential of your life. We're not perfect. Don't have positivity every day, but it's about trying to have positivity every day. Or should I say having positivity every day no matter what you go through. It's not easy. It's not easy in no shape or form. I don't believe it. But if you can overcome these things and really learn self and self master yourself, you will be a whole nother person as you elevate and become the better version of yourself.
Check it out.
This part of the segment is called Tell Your Story. So I will be telling the story. One morning I wake up excited, really good, really energetic. I feel really good. I had a good sleep and I had a good 20 minutes to an hour waking up. Because if you wake up, your first 20 minutes and your first hour makes your whole day. So do something positive. Read a book, exercise, do something, watch motivational videos. Do something that's going to feed your soul and make it better to help you prepare yourself for the day. So I did that. I woke up, I'm watching my motivational videos. I get my kids ready for school. I picked out their clothes. Not only that, I made their cereal so that way they can eat. So I go outside, to go ahead and get ready for school. Don't want him to be late at all. So I go outside and I start the car. I proceed to start the car. The car is not working. It's not working at all. So I'm like, dang, okay, what's going on? So the battery was dead. So since the battery was dead on my on my car, it just made it really bad. Like, okay, how am I going to get him to school? This one self-control come in. I didn't get angry. I didn't get upset. Now, if this was a couple years ago, I would have been frustrated. I would have been mad. I would have been pissed. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just pissed the fuck off. Like, I got to take him to school. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I'm bringing all of this negative energy on me. But in this stage, I didn't do that because I'm working on myself as in self-control. So I go in the trunk, like it's cool. I'm about to get the jumper cables. I have another car that's kind of broke down, but I know it's going to start. So if I can use the jumper cables just to start this car, then we good. I went to go find my jumper cables and I couldn't find it. It is 0 degrees outside. It's snowing in Columbus, Ohio. So it's 0 degrees outside. It's really cold. So I'm trying to figure it out. So now my hands are still cramping a little bit. It's still cold, but I can put them in my jacket. It's cool. Still have the positive attitude. And this is something that was new to me. I was even feeling good in myself that I was being positive and not really preceding it in a different way, as in like showing my anger, showing them type of emotions of being frustrated. Now, not only being frustrated within myself and then within something that I didn't do or even cause. I'm frustrated because I'm trying to get him to school. It's cold outside. I'm just sick of this shit. It's always something that I'm going through. Like that's something that I would have said a couple years ago. You know what I mean? To be honest, like for real, big facts. But I didn't. So no neighbor is outside like they usually is. So I go across the street, nobody answers. I see a random house down here I never talked to. I asked him, hey buddy, you got any jumper cables? He said, let me check. He went to go check. It was like 5 minutes he was gone. I'm like, well damn, did he forget? Like, what's going on? So I proceeded to like, okay, I'm still here waiting. My son came, he waiting with his book bag. He ready to go to school. And he came back and said he don't got it. So I'm like, dang, what do I do? So in my head, I just follow my intuition. My intuition, my spirit, like, take the battery from that car and put it in this one. So I proceed to do that. Now, the vice grip that I have is too big because the nut on the car is so small, you know what I'm saying? The pliers that I'm using is really big, so it really can't get in here in the crevices how it should be able to get in here. Mind you, it's cold, but I still got my faith. I still got my spirit high. I still got my motivation high. I'm not letting nothing stop me or get me out of my level or knock me out of my square or take me off of my frequency. I'm still on that frequency of feeling great and positivity. Like it is not going to stop me. Not only that, I had workers coming to my house that was going to meet me at 9:30. I got to have him at school by 9 o'clock. It's already like 9:15. We already super late because it takes 15 minutes to even get there. Not only that, it's snowing in the city, so you got to drive a little bit slower, and the way that things operate in the city, how people drive. So I got all this in my mind. I'm still in my head, but I have positivity. In my head, nothing gonna stop me, not one obstacle. So every time I was getting hit with the obstacle, I was always proceeding for something so I can manage this situation because it's serious. I don't want him to be late because that falls around in your attendance. He already done missed so much school because he caught COVID. So it's so many different levels to this that's going in my head. So I'm trying to get the battery out. It wouldn't come. I had to go to the garage, trying to find a kit where a socket wrench kit where it have the different sizes. I couldn't find it in the garage. I'm like, oh, it might be in the other car. So I go in the trunk. I go in the trunk and look in the trunk, and then I see it. Like, boom, I see it. This one didn't work. I tried another one. This wouldn't work, and the one that worked wasn't even in that place. It was sitting over here to the side. So as I'm here going through all the sizes to try to get it to work, and mind you, it's 0 degrees, so my hands is freezing. It doesn't matter if you got gloves on or not. My hands is freezing. So I find it, and I get it out. Then I couldn't get it out because it was a piece and a lever on the red car, which is, it's like a hook. So the hooks go in. So I got to take this screw off first, and then I got to go to this side and take them 2 screws off, and then still proceed to switch the batteries out for the other car and get it in here. The other battery came out good, no problem. I got the battery in, and we proceeded to go. And we made it. And then my gas light came on. But I just proceeded to go. And that positivity, it really helped me overcome that. So what I'm saying is, by this whole story is, self-control is very, very important. And I have different stories. That's a positive story that became good out of all the negativity. I have a lot of stories that came out negative because it was negativity, but I had to learn self-control. And I am Rick Nell, and this is my story. Investing. What are you investing in? Are you investing in the stock market? Are you trading? Are you investing in yourself, in a business, in a company? Are you investing in the LLC? Are you investing in your company, your dreams, your goals? Anything that you have wanted to invest in as a company, are you starting your company? Are you ready to start your company? Are you procrastinating? Are you holding yourself back? And are you holding yourself accountable to invest? Investing. Do you want to invest in your life and your future? Do you want to invest in your kids? Do you want to invest in something that's going to make you have more investments? Do you want to invest in a company that you always wanted to start, but you never started? What are you waiting for? Right now is the opportunity and chance for you to invest in yourself, invest in your company, and invest in your dreams, and bring your dreams into reality. We will be discussing investing, and we will also be having guests coming on in the next couple weeks talking about investing, finances, financial freedom, generational wealth, and more. I am your host, Rick Nell. And if you are trading in a foreign exchange market, I have trading platforms that I recommend. 1. VIDEFOREX. 2. Pocket options. One thing I must say, no matter what type of information that you perceive from us or in the world, or however you get your information or perceive your knowledge, always gain the research yourself of investing and investigating any type of knowledge you have gained in your entire life. You're ready for this? The affirmation of today. I am the creator of my life. I control and master my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts. I understand what I don't understand. I must stand in what I do understand. I am fit to be great and achieve anything in my life. I will achieve my dreams, my goals, and ambition. I am motivated. I am determined. I am here to be the better and best version of myself. I will strive to greatness, overstanding, and the knowledge of being patient and being present in the moment. I am grateful. I am blessed. I attract amazing things. I attract amazing people. I am. I am. I am. That is the affirmation of today.
Rick Nell make hits.
Do you have digital content? Are you an artist? Are you a rapper? Are you an engineer? Are you a producer? Are you a beat maker? Use Ricknell Beats. Contact Ricknell Beats. Look up Ricknell Beats. Search Ricknell Beats. Purchase Ricknell Beats. Download free Ricknell Beats. Ricknell Beats is what you need in your production, in your life. If you want elevation, if you want a different sound, if you want something that sounds different, natural, Ricknell Beats is the answer. And Ricknell also is willing to work with any producers, any talent, or anyone else out there that would like to network and collaborate. Ricknell Beats all across the world, and a beat in a project coming soon near you. Ricknell Beats, download them. You can find us everywhere. Hit your search bar in any platform and type Ricknell Beats. Ricknell Beats, and that is Beats with a Z. This is MEELEVATE the podcast, and we have reached the end. Self-master. Controlling your emotions, your thoughts, your mind, your body, and how you received, conduct, and handle yourself. Your actions. Mastering self, spiritually, mentally, and physically, self-control. Something that we can work on every day to invest in ourselves, invest in our health, and make us be a better version of ourselves. Others' opinion does not matter. It's irrelevant. It's an illusion. False evidence appearing real. Fear. Do you believe in yourself? Or do you believe what other people think of you? Do you believe in yourself? Or do you believe what other people say? Does other people's words control your life and how you handle your life and conduct yourself? Are other people's opinions of you striving you to be what they want you, or you think they want you to be, or they think of you? Are you empowering your life? Are you ready to take control of your life? Well, you hold the power. You are the creator of your life. What you gonna do with it? Stay tuned for February 7th. We have Mr. P's in the kitchen with Mr. P for Networking Mondays. Be lookout again for the following episode on February 14th with yoga and meditation with divine nature. I am your host, Rick Nell, and this is MEELEVATE the podcast show. Much love. And don't forget to believe in yourself. Never forget who holds the power of self-control and self-master. You do. Believe in yourself. Now I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you believe in you? If the answer is no, then something is broken and it can be fixed. But you have to be willing to work on yourself and strive to the better version of yourself. No fake, no putting on a facade, no putting on a different character. Be yourself 100% and earn what's yours. Take self-accountability serious. Don't blame so much before you not blame yourself. These are all keys and factors in self-control. You have a good night.
It's hard to lie, so I don't try. If you know me, I got a whole vibe. I'm on a road as I think and drive. Free my emotions as I start to fly. It's hard to lie, so I don't try. If you know me, I got